In this workshop in Guatemala, the final preparations are underway for a very special delivery. These boxes contain wheelchairs, and they are about to be delivered over 16,000 kilometers away to Vietnam. Here they will help transform the lives of over 40 disabled children and their families. It's estimated that over 70 million people need a wheelchair around the world, but only 5 to 15% have access to one. Global Mobility is a non-profit organisation trying to meet this need.
A child who is disabled and unable to walk on their own, every place they go, they're dependent upon their parents or a friend or relative to carry them. Eventually, that child gets too large in size to be carried, and they will then spend the rest of their lives confined to a room or a cot in the house and not be a part of the community. And this gives them access to life. It's an amazing transformation. It truly is changing lives by moving lives.
The wheelchairs we provide are appropriately fitted and custom fitted to each man, woman, and child to meet their specific needs. These are considered complex rehabilitation wheelchairs with complex seating systems in them, so they adapt to the child's body.
Y ahorita que es cuando lo podemos apoyar, queremos apoyarlo para que él se pueda sentir muy capaz de hacer cualquier cosa sin que nada ni nadie lo detenga, sino que él vaya adelante en todo lo que él aspire, que él lo pueda lograr.
Estamos a la orden. ¿Listo, César?
Global Mobility work with Hope Haven International in Guatemala, who build the adaptable wheelchairs. Their workforce is made up of wheelchair users, like 21-year-old Sylvia.
Bueno, pues yo antes de utilizar una silla de ruedas, yo no salía ni a la puerta de mi casa, que me dieron este trabajo, y aquí fue donde me dieron la primera silla de ruedas. Para mí es muy bonito porque yo antes no tenía amigos, yo no salía, no conocía a nadie, no conocía ningún lugar, y ahora que estoy aquí pues tengo muchos compañeros y jugamos, y ahora hago deporte también, juego básquetbol. Cuando yo vine, mi mente cambió completamente y mi forma de vivir también.
Sylvia knows more than anyone the life-changing impact of mobility, but she is one of the lucky ones. This is Da Nang Rehabilitation Hospital in Vietnam.
Những cái cháu ở đây là đa số là bị chấn thương tủy, gọi là spinal cord injury, chấn thương tủy, rồi chấn thương sọ não, và một số cháu thì do cái chấn thương trong quá trình mà sinh hoạt, chấn thương sinh hoạt, và có thể là do những cái bệnh lý sau sinh, và có 70 giường bệnh. Nhưng mà này chúng tôi đã hỗ trợ phục hồi chức năng cho từ 150 đến 200 bệnh nhân mỗi ngày.
Many of the children here are in desperate need of wheelchairs, which is why the hospital contacted Global Mobility. But transporting wheelchairs to the other side of the world presents a challenge.
The great challenge in shipping things has to do with getting the equipment that we need to their given destination.
Usually we will have to ship via an ocean container, which could take 3 to 4 months.
With time being critical, Global Mobility turned to the one team who they knew could help.
I contacted Ken Allen, the CEO of DHL, wrote him a short email. The next day, Red Alexander calls me on my cell phone and said, Ken Allen approved the shipment, let's move.
I was very happy to offer our assistance and set through a process where I met with the Global Mobility staff as well as the DHL staff to start arranging this project.
DHL is helping Global Mobility to facilitate the logistics from Guatemala to Da Nang, Vietnam. And in that movement, there's a lot of pieces that have to go into place.
The first part of the journey is by truck to the DHL hub at La Aurora International Airport.
Tonight we are receiving a very special shipment. We are processing that in DHL Aviation Guatemala, scanning, palletizing, containerizing, and we will be loading the plane tonight.
From here, the shipment will fly to Panama, Cincinnati, Hong Kong, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and finally Da Nang.
Success for me is related to these children that will receive their wheelchairs, because it's an opportunity for them to improve their lives. I will be very happy to know that the wheelchairs arrived on time for these children.
Without logistics and the ability to move the wheelchairs that we are providing, they would be sitting in our warehouse and not reaching their destinations. This opens our eyes to the potential of partners like DHL that can expand our reach into previously unreached areas around the world.
It's early morning in Vietnam, and the wheelchairs are on the last stage of their journey. Meanwhile, at the hospital, the Global Mobility team eagerly await the delivery.
These are kids whose lives are about to be changed by what we're sending. And quite frankly, we can't trust that delivery to just anyone. There's so much riding on it. This is life-changing cargo.
Never in the history, in the 20 years I've been doing this, have we been able to transport wheelchairs in 7 days, shipped, delivered, fitted, and the child now can go to school.
Tu is 5 years old and has cerebral palsy. She is one of 40 children receiving their wheelchairs today. Until now, she needed to be carried everywhere by her mother.
Khi mà nghe được tin bác có xe thì cả nhà rất là vui. Dạ, mừng vì bác có thể là tự ngồi lên xe để mà thoáng khí cho thay đổi không khí, bác đỡ phải ở trong nhà nhiều hơn. Mà khi ngồi vô thì thấy có cái độ áp của cơ thể làm cho cơ thể bác cũng cứng được, bác có thể ngồi lên được, với lại đẩy ra đẩy vô để cho bác thoáng bớt cái khí, mình phải đỡ phải bồng bế nữa.
I'm extremely proud to be able to put the full power of our network at the disposition of this project. It really shows our global reach and what we can do. So being able to be close to the community in which we operate is very important for us.
For the first time, Tu and her family are able to take a trip out together.
I have to tell you that being out here today and to see little Tu in her new wheelchair in her home environment has been so heartwarming. To see the transformation in her life, her family's life, and even the community, their neighbors, as they see Tu enjoying her new sense of freedom in her wheelchair. It's just been great.
What started out in Guatemala 7-8 days ago with people building these wheelchairs, people with disabilities building these wheelchairs, then shipping them halfway around the world with our friends from DHL. And look what we're seeing today. She gets out of the house, Tu can go down the street, her parents can take her to a park. It really has added mobility, not just to this precious child, but to the entire family.